We will remember and honor some of Sheltering Arms' memorable moments and people, knowing that they represent hundreds of others during Sheltering Arms' 12 decades of caring and serving. It all began with a young woman of great faith, vision, and undaunted courage.
I am Rebecca Peterkin. My father was rector of St. James's Episcopal Church in downtown Richmond. Every day I saw people in my father's parish who were ill, but didn't have the money to pay for medical care. My church sewing circle and I talked about the urgent need and decided we had to do something about it. We became the first Richmond circle of a philanthropic group, the King's Daughters, and our mission was to open a free hospital. I suppose it was a real leap of faith. I was able to persuade Dr. Booth to let us use an old boarding house downtown on 14th Street. Our circle mopped, scrubbed, painted, and prayed. We sewed newspapers between cotton sheets to make blankets. We begged for funds and supplies from friends. We collected broken and discarded kitchen utensils and found a kind plumber to solder them together for us. And Dr. Moses Hogue agreed to be our first doctor as a volunteer, and we opened in February 1889 with 1 nurse and 6 patients. Our dream had become a reality, and our mission had begun.
Just 2 years after the hospital was founded, Rebecca died. But she had so inspired others with her vision that Sheltering Arms lived on to care for the sick and the needy. The zeal and commitment of many people helped Sheltering Arms overcome obstacles and move forward. The Ladies' Board of Managers ran the day-to-day operation. A men's board of directors helped manage the financial affairs. The doctors raised money for Sheltering Arms among themselves, and a group of leading businessmen established an endowment fund. Funds were raised to purchase the William Grant Mansion on East Clay Street, where Sheltering Arms delivered free health care for over 70 years. Living on the 3rd floor, caring for patients night and day were the dedicated nurses.
I am Laura Mariah Beator. I grew up where Willow Oaks Country Club stands today. I attended Miss Jenny Ellett School. My greatest ambition was to become a nurse. Our family physician helped overcome my parents' objection, and I entered Johns Hopkins, receiving my degree in nursing in 1917. A flu epidemic was rampant across the whole country. I volunteered to go to Cumberland Mountains because there was a shortage of nurses there. Returning to Richmond, I was asked to be head nurse at Sheltering Arms by Miss Natalie Curtis and Miss Hazel Hill, a remarkable team. Not only did they run the hospital, they started a nursing school. Under their supervision, both were accredited. As head nurse, I'm told I was a strict disciplinarian, and I think I was. But I worked right along with the nurses. They were a dedicated, talented group of people and gave compassionate, excellent care to the patients who came from all over Virginia to be cured. It was a joy to be a part of Sheltering Arms Hospital, to serve its patients, and to be a member of the Sheltering Arms family.
Now, I wonder if we could have a treasurer's report.
Oh yeah, I'm back here.
Oh, oh my gosh, wait a minute. That's Mrs. George King. She was the first treasurer of Sheltering Arms, and she was treasurer for 48 years. Go for it, Mrs.
Oh, it's kept me real busy today. This is the official record for 48 years right here in this black book. And writing. And we had exciting donations come in early this morning from the Eastern Shore. Patients sent us duck eggs, 30 dozen, and 360 eggs. They kind of lucky our patients are. The junior board went down to the markets early this morning. We've got bushels of collard greens. They want to go with the eggs, don't they? School children have brought us canned fruit, about a dozen this morning. So I've been very busy. I wish my mind was as good as 48 years ago in adding these figures that I've heard here today, but thank you, and I hope that this team will be around another 48 years.
Let's take a back to the future moment and look at a major transition in Sheltering Arms history. With the enormous changes in health care in the United States, the advent of Medicare and Medicaid, there was a decline in the number of patients needing free acute care at Sheltering Arms. The boards of the hospital searched for a new kind of health service, something needed and not available in Central Virginia. 6 years of study led to comprehensive physical rehabilitation for people who could not pay, as well as those who could afford it. After over 90 years in acute care, the transition to rehabilitation began in 1981. Another leap of faith.